Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Leo for February 2022. We are at the end of February. Keep in mind, this is really timeless. It's just when I'm asking Spirit to bring the message through. So for all my subscribers, I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for being here. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like this resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. Join this journey with me. I'd love to have you along the ride. As well as, guys, remember, no matter what messages come through today, it's still up to you, your active free will, the choices you make, and the steps you take in this world to get whatever the fulfillment it is really you'd like to see and how you integrate this guidance today. So always remember, you have the power to do it, the tips of your fingers, the soles of your feet, my friends. Really use it wisely. So I'm going to get into this. First, I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, my team of light, and any of your spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective to join us. I'm going to ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, as well as to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are for the most far-reaching of us, but only for our highest good. Only top-notch messages today, my friends. So I'm going to start out actually being called to pull the Moonology Oracle for some spiritual advice this month. And we get believe in the impossible with the blue moon. Once in a blue moon, right? This also does not mean the moon's blue. However, like there's 2 full moons in a month, right? But what I'm being guided to say about this right away is pay attention to the moon when it is so bright. Even when it's not as full, look for the outer ring around the moon. To me, what I feel like, and I've always felt like, is like that's a portal. For me, there's an importance, as well as what I heard is that color with the blue. And I'm going to read to you a little bit of the book from this because it really is important, and I feel like whoever's watching, it's important to hear the message from this book, okay? So let's see. Believe in the impossible, which is blue moon. Says, as the saying goes, some things only happen once in a blue moon. In other words, hardly ever. Drawing this card suggests you're about to get a rare chance, and something one-off could well be about to happen. This card is a very positive sign if you felt like you're hoping for too much or asking for too much of the universe. Whatever you are asking about, well, it might only happen once in a blue moon, but it can happen. However, this is the rare opportunity before you. It's important that you believe in it. If you convince yourself that whatever you're asking for can never go in your favor, then guess what? It won't go in your favor. Be grateful for this card, which is a reminder to believe in your dreams. And I think that this is really great to remind us not to self-sabotage. Because when we set our dreams out high, but then we undercover hate on ourselves and say, yeah, I want this so bad, but it'll never happen, right? Then are we setting ourselves up for failure? Once in a blue moon, anything can happen. There's nothing that's impossible. Believe in that impossible. I feel like as well, people, it used to really upset me when people would tell me that I couldn't create change in the world, because that was always what I wanted to do, was change the world. And people would say, you can't do that, you can't do that. And I mean, even in university, social justice and social justice activism were pretty big on my hobbies. So, but core to my belief system, right, is I feel like doing the right thing and helping people out where you can and creating a better world is something that we should all be striving for. And I feel like it's really important here because, people used to say, you can't do that, you can't do that. And it used to anger me so much because I believed in it so much that I could do this, and then to have other people, it was their limiting belief systems because they didn't think they could. But it doesn't mean that I couldn't, and then maybe not on my own, right? But change takes time. So once in a blue moon here, remember that, yes, too, change takes time. Things don't happen overnight, but just because they may feel big, too, this goal might be big, doesn't mean it's impossible. So I have the Wildwood Tarot now to get a little tarot wisdom for you guys going forward this month. I love that this came out. It's such an exciting time. As well as I heard frosted glass for some of you. Maybe you're trying to do your bathroom and you're not sure what you want to do for that window on the outside, frosted glass. But this is what I wanted to show you. It's that beautiful ice. It's almost what I see. It's the ice, right? It's that beautiful look outside on a snowy full moon. Things are gorgeous, right? And it's also to really notice the beauty around you. So let's get some, 2 dropped. Let's see what they are. So you have the 10 of arrows with instruction. And this is important to never give up. Because this arrow, all other times, it takes a long time to learn how to pull that back and shoot it properly, as well as to build the strength and the muscles, right? So I'm sure that this kid failed a lot of times for this guy to be teaching, but he's finally getting the knack of it. He's finally getting the hang of it. And I think that this is also new understandings and putting the belief systems that you can't do something to bed, right? So the mirror, number 12. This card is interesting. This is the Wildwood. It's the combination of basically the Death card, and she is also, she's more than that. Let's see here. Because Death is next, but she is the mirror. So basically, let's see here. I'm going to read to you. She, in many traditions, the initiator into hidden knowledge, is a female figure that reveals insights and wisdoms to those on spiritual sojourn. In the ancient Arthurian cycles, this is Morgan, who takes Arthur on his journey into limbo and healing in the Isle of Avalon. The Lady of the Lake is another such primal figure who also acts as a holder and guardian of the sword Excalibur, and as primal figure who also acts as a holder and guardian, again I read it, of Excalibur, an arbiter of Arthur's actions. Both these archetypes represent the unconscious journey of the soul into deeper awareness and wisdom. No act of will can make the soul take this journey. It can only happen after much searching and questing. It is also a precondition of this experience that some kind of wounding has taken place. It is through the pain and endurance of the wounding that the wisdom comes, at which point the individual can cross the lake to the island of healing and protection. It is a natural state of surrender that allows the inner self to travel across the emotional sea and underworld, or to the underworld. Patience and prudence are key here. Although trust plays a large part of the process of crossing to the island where insights into our own unconscious workings may be revealed, this process differs from the journey of the hooded man, which would basically be the hermit. This is really important, right? So, your power lies, I think, by acknowledging the shadows. They don't have a hold on you anymore. And no one can take your voice. There's a real kind of point here. Like they said, this is that place between the past and now. There's a real importance in shooting your arrows and knowing without seeing and trusting in what you're shown. For some of you, Excalibur may really resonate. I know myself, I've been drawn to that story as well. And I think that it's also important. Actually, if any of you guys haven't watched the one with Charlie Hunnam, that's a really, really, really good, I like that movie. But I think that there's more symbology with the sword as well. And the importance to remember your power. Nothing is impossible. If we go even, Hollywood style, we go here to the sword and the stone, only one could pull it out, and it was that who was fated to do so. And even though they'd seen thousands and thousands of people, try and pull this sword out of the stone. And yeah, I'm sure they thought, nobody's going to do it. It's impossible. Someone did. And then they were really afraid of that person. And I think that it's going to be really important to hold your power because, when you achieve the impossible, you're going to have people around you jealous, but that's their shit to deal with. That's not yours, okay? So I'm going to pull a message from the Line Strider. My battery's getting really low, so I'm going to end this for you guys. I also have to get my kids soon. So we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse here. For some of you, you may be holding your heart back a little bit, again, because you feel like this isn't going to, or it's that undercover, self-sabotage stuff that says it's not going to work, even though we truly want this. It's that, devil side or the flip coin going, you know what? Don't take your power. Take your power. See that for what it is. Acknowledge that you're doing it and say, you know what? Self, you're just helping to crush my goals. Stop. So I'm telling you about this Knight of Cups in the reverse, please, Spirit. Thank you. You have two things, purification and rain. Gosh, there's an Amanda Marshall song. It's really old. Let It Rain. That's the song I heard. And with this stillness, it's really important here. I think that if you feel like you're going to cry, if you feel like you're releasing a lot of stuff right now as you're moving through this underbelly, let it go. Do it. I know myself, I've been purging a lot. My uncle passed away a few months ago, and we haven't been able to have a funeral for him. And every time I think about my uncle, I've been bursting in tears, crying. I'm okay now. But I realize, too, that there's a lot going on. And I know that he's with me. So I also think I'm processing a lot of emotions and processing a lot of things that I need to really be released of. My uncle was a minister as well in his 3D life. And I feel like there's things I need to release now before I can take whatever he's ready to pass me down. And it's also all of these things of not sure whether or not I can do it. And I'm going to share some personal life here with you, but I'm thinking of taking the Death Doula course. I felt like for years I was meant to bury people, and it's not the kind of thing everybody wants to get into, but it is a calling. And my uncle was the only really minister role model I had that I really, really enjoyed his way. And I'm not going to be a Pentecostal minister. I'm my spiritual self. But trying to find ways, I doubt myself on this. Am I going to be able to do this? And in ways I was meant to do this. I know that, and my soul knows that. It's just this 3D reality doubts yourself. Whatever it is that you are doubting yourself in, my friends, know that you can do it. I just felt like telling you, I guess my uncle felt like saying that too, but what it says here is your dreams need a practical plan. How are you going to go about this? How are we going to go about this? Nothing is impossible, but we got to work for it, right? So that's the message I have, my friends. I love you all, truly, from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for being here. If you guys want to let me know in the comments as well or claim this, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Mwah. Talk to you guys later.